Hello, this is an emergency message. This is international news of Lucia, Arden. I want to tell you that this is a divine command. I have commands and also solutions to help the issues to save our countries that are traditions, UK, Ireland, Germany, and across the nation. Number one, we have to love God with all our heart. And so God gave you those lands and you keep them and you keep the legacy in those lands. You have to love your neighbor as yourself. And that is Judeo-Christian nation. That is Judeo-Christian nation under Ireland, under England, under Germany. This is very important. And also we need to realize that we need to protect our traditions. We need to protect our traditions by keeping our land, keeping our legacy, whatever it takes. We need to realize there has to be new regulations of new law to not try to take over the traditions of our country. Whether you have many leaders and officials in UK, you need to make new regulations. And also you need to have a self-sufficient nation in each people that want to keep their nation still alive. So you have to make sure that they get jobs and not the others first. It should be the people that are British should have the jobs first. Ireland that get the jobs first. And UK has been like a godsend, a mother of majestic love in her heart. Not only did she educate all the people across the world, she gave all those money to the Muslims to come in. And number 6, which is the most important, do you want Sharia law? Sharia law? Do you want Sharia law to take over your country? And this is very serious. Do you want Sharia law to take over your country and then have them in 10 years force marriage on your 8-year-old granddaughter? Do you want that? And your grandson? This is terrible. And then force laws and regulations to hate all other religions? This does not fit in your nation, UK. It does not fit in your nation, Ireland. It does not fit in your nation. We could save our nations. We're saving America. We need to save and work together. Also, there's so many trillionaires. There's so many trillionaires. This is a 7 point that are Muslim. If these beautiful Muslims want to have a Muslim country in UK and Ireland, they should go to another country and work with their trillionaire brothers and sisters and build their countries, but not try to take away a tradition that God gave you under UK and Ireland and other places in Germany. You need to come together right away. And then we need to realize if they try to allow the Muslim to come and control everything, they will monopolize all your business and you won't have any monies. They'll put their brothers and sisters first that are Muslim, and those coming in as immigrants if they don't make new laws for immigration. And then number 9, which is really bad, they have connection with Iran and leaders of the jihad extremists that this is very, very serious, and you do not want to have a Sharia law. This is very, very serious, and I'll show you, because they're controlling some of my computer systems, but I'll show you the traditions. We need, of course, to worship is entering into the church and his love and traditions of faith that he has bestowed upon us. Worship really is to do all things in the will of God. But the will of God is not to sell and let go of all your traditions. That's not the will of God. The will of God gave you the power and strength to make good discernments and to be restored, just like America's being restored now. This is very, very important. Are you with me? Are you with me? More now than any other time, there are different thoughts of belief systems and traditions that are not of the highest truth. And the highest truth is not Sharia law for UK or Ireland or Germany. That's not the highest truth for that nation and that legacy. Do not let your legacy go. I've been working on this for many years. I'm the one that promoted to save America. You can look at my work. I Need to Give to the World, Heal America, Loving God, and many, many other things that I've worked on. And to save America and to get President Trump in initially and follow him together line by line, shoulder by shoulder, hand in hand, to give him ideas to protect America and other countries. So it doesn't fit. That's another thing. You need to be honorably and save It says, finally, brothers, let your minds be filled with everything that is true, everything that is honorable, everything that is upright and pure, everything that we love and admire, and whatever is good and praiseworthy. It's not good to let go of your legacy, correct? It's not good to let go of all your work that all your family has done. And you won't have those jobs. They'll give them to the Muslim brothers and sisters first. And they'll sell your children into marriage at 8 years old. That's a law. Then they'll teach education to hate because they go by the Quran. So we need to come together in truth and reconciliation. We need to see the virtues, and virtues through virtues, and loving God with all our heart is the best way to solve this problem. But aphilios lagathos is without love of good. You were so good. You had so much love. The opposite is agape love. British and Ireland had so much love. They had God's love that they let all these people in. But these people that want to take you over, they are without love because they're going to use their laws against you, which shows in protesting, try to take your nation and your traditions without respect of what you've given them. That alone shows without love and out with respect. And here it goes right here, the first point. And this is my book, God First, America a Miracle. God First, Nations are Miracle. When there are injustices of leaders and people are sacrificed, and they pay for the injustices of leaders in the laws and traditions of nations and blatant crimes. When there are injustices of leaders, there is death of what should be or what was intended, atrocities and even loss of permanent deformation, not until there is restoration. And see, when there is an imbalance in life, life becomes less. That is what is supposed to be. And that is not what's supposed to be, because actually the flow of life is stopped. So life becomes less when there's imbalance, and there's imbalance in these countries. It shows because it's not their tradition. They're trying to take over a nation that's not theirs, that they were invited and they were given a golden plate of the heart of love, UK and Ireland, for these people. And never forget, you're responsible to take care of your country. And I want to show you what has happened here. Here it is right here.
To speak out, there's not one political party here today that is in government that is, standing by thousands of people that are here. And why is that? There's something wrong. Political class aren't getting the message. And, there's a serious issue. And we just need to highlight it. And that's why I'm here today, to draw attention to it. There's so many people here. It's the most peaceful thing I've ever been at. There's been more trouble at a Munster rugby match or a tip hurling game than there is here today. It's incredibly peaceful. Lots of families.
This is Ireland.
And when you see parties like Sinn Féin and People Before Profit calling this a racist demonstration and a far-right demonstration, what do you say to that?
Well, these are just words. And, what is far-right? I'm sick of it. Unless you've been called far-right these days, you're obviously not...
Irish Republic, you got to keep it.
To represent genuine Irish people. These are just words.
St. Patrick is one of the beautiful saints.
If you want to call us what you want, go.
And many, many beautiful Christian people made Ireland what it is.
Calling out facts, figures, delving into budgets, looking at scandals, and it goes nowhere. No paper, no media organization apart from yourselves are picking up this stuff. And the public it's now obvious to the public. Why are they not reporting on these obvious, very public interest stories?
See, there it goes. There it goes there. And let's see the other one. Let's see that imbalance. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Here's this other one right here. Let's see. See, they want to say British, and this is very serious. British did so much, international nation did so much, and they give so much money. And I gave this statistics before to all these beautiful Muslims. And remember, Muslims are my friend. One of my closest friend is Muslim. But he has respect for America, and he loves America, whether he's Muslim or not. And he respects it when he's there. The same thing with the Muslims here, and I told you why. You have to be careful. They'll sell your daughters and sons in 8-year-old marriage and force them. Your businesses will be gone. They'll sell them to the trillionaires from other countries. And also then they may even integrate with the Iranian ISIS. To control your nation. It's very serious. And women will have less significance. You have to be very, very careful. And I spoke to a couple of people in London yesterday, and we need to take care of London, and we need to make a miracle and restore her. And we need to open up those gold safes that the
Britain supporters assembled near Victoria Square around midday, met a contingent of 100 protesters who positioned themselves nearby. West Midlands Police implemented a carefully coordinated operation to maintain separation between the rival factions, deploying officers in significant numbers to prevent potential clashes. Authorities issued advance warnings about expected traffic congestion throughout the afternoon as the demonstrations caused temporary road closures.
You need to keep your majestic nation. UK of your heart of gold God gave you. You educated people throughout internationally across the lines. You gave a home to the homeless. You gave a home to the needy. You gave a home to a person that didn't have a country. But don't let them take your country. God gave you this land in the Judeo-Christian nation to love. Just like when you wanted to have freedom. And you get an Episcopal church. You need right away in a born-again church. You need 8 to 10 years. They can take your child, your grandchild, into marriage with him at 8 years old and integrate your businesses and take it all. And because there's trillionaires, most trillionaires.
The force reiterated its neutral stance in such situations.
There's the most trillionaires that are Muslim. They're beautiful people.